Now let me tell you something. When you hear the word hustler, what do you see? Some folks see a person cutting corners. They see someone trying to make a quick buck. But that ain't the whole story, not even close. A real hustler is a dreamer. A real hustler is a doer. These are the people who wake up before the sun even thinks about rising. They have a fire in their belly that you can't put out. They are the backbone of our communities, the engine that keeps the world moving. They don't have a rich uncle or a fancy degree. What they have is pure, raw grit. And that, my friends, is more valuable than gold. You see, a hustler's spirit is something special. It's a gift. It's the ability to look at a pile of lemons and not just make lemonade, but sell it, franchise it, and put your kids through college with it. These folks don't wait for opportunities to knock. Oh no, they build their own door. They build the whole house. They see possibilities where everyone else sees a dead end. They are masters of turning nothing into something. They understand that success isn't given to you on a silver platter. You have to go out there and get it. You have to work for it, sweat for it, and sometimes even cry for it. The hustler's mindset is all about forward motion. They don't have time for pity parties. They don't sit around complaining about what they don't have. Instead, they focus on what they do with what they have. It might be a small cart, a few products, or just a good idea. But they take that little seed and they plant it. They water it with their sweat and their tears. They protect it from the storms of life. They believe in their vision even when nobody else does. That's the kind of faith that can move mountains. I'm telling you, it's a powerful thing to witness. So, who is a hustler? It's that woman selling vegetables on the corner to feed her family. It's that young man shining shoes to pay for his school fees. It's that artist creating masterpieces from scrap metal. They are everywhere. They are the innovators, the survivors, the believers. They are not defined by their circumstances. They are defined by their actions. They are the living, breathing proof that your starting point doesn't determine your final destination. You just have to be willing to put in the work every single day with no excuses. That is the true heart of the hustle. The hustler's day starts when the city is still asleep. The alarm clock is the rooster, or maybe just that fire inside them that says, "Get up, there's work to be done, there's no snooze button on a dream." They are out on the streets of Nairobi before the first rays of sun hit the pavement. They have to get the best spot for their stall. They have to catch the early customers on their way to work. Every minute counts. Every second is a chance to make a sale, to make a connection, to get one step closer to their goal. It's a race against time, and they are running it with everything they've got. The daily routine is a masterclass in hard work. Imagine carrying your entire shop on your back every single morning. Imagine setting it all up, piece by piece, making it look inviting. Then you stand on your feet for 12, maybe 14 hours. You're dealing with customers, negotiating prices, and keeping an eye on your goods. You're the CEO, the marketing department, the security guard, and the janitor, all rolled into one. There are no coffee breaks. There are no long lunches. Your lunch is whatever you can eat while still serving a customer. It's a grind, a tough, gritty, relentless grind. But here's the thing, you'll always see them with a smile. They might be tired, they might be hungry, but they won't show it. They know that a positive attitude is part of the product. They greet everyone with energy. They make jokes. They build relationships with their customers. People don't just come back for the product, they come back for the person. They come back for that connection. That's the secret sauce. That's the magic that turns a one-time buyer into a loyal customer for life. It's about selling more than just an item. It's about selling an experience, a little piece of light in a busy day. When the sun finally goes down, the day is still not over. They pack everything up again. They count their earnings, every single shilling. They figure out what sold well and what didn't. They plan for the next day. They think about how they can do better, be better. Then they head home, late at night, exhausted to the bone. But they don't complain. They eat a late dinner, maybe spend a few precious moments with their family, and then they get a few hours of sleep before they have to do it all over again. This isn't a job. It's a calling. It's a life of sacrifice for a bigger dream. Now, life for a hustler ain't no walk in the park. It's more like climbing a mountain in a rainstorm. The challenges are real, and they come at you from all sides. The biggest one? Money, or the lack of it. You need money to start, money to grow, money to survive. Most hustlers don't have access to bank loans. They don't have investors lining up to give them cash. They start with what little they have, maybe a few shillings saved up. Every single day is a battle to make enough to buy new stock for tomorrow and still have something left to take home. It's a tightrope walk without a safety net. Then there's the lack of support. A lot of people don't understand the hustle. They might see it as unstable or not a real job. Sometimes, even family and friends can doubt you. They'll tell you to be safe, to get a steady paycheck. It's hard to keep believing in yourself when the people closest to you don't. You have to be your own biggest cheerleader. You have to wake up every morning and look in the mirror and tell yourself, I can do this, I will do this. That kind of self-belief is a superpower. It's what keeps you going when everyone else is telling you to quit. And let's talk about setbacks. Oh, they will happen. The city council might tell you to move your stall, the rain might ruin your goods, a supplier might let you down, you might have a whole week where sales are just bad. These are the moments that test you. These are the moments that separate the dreamers from the doers. It's easy to get discouraged, it's easy to throw your hands up and say, I give up. But a true hustler doesn't see a setback as a failure. They see it as a lesson. They see it as a test of their strength and their commitment. So what do? They get knocked down 7 times, they get up 8. They learn to be tough. They learn to be resilient. They develop a skin as thick as a rhino's. They understand that problems are not stop signs, they are guidelines. They force you to be creative. They force you to find new ways to do things. Every challenge you overcome makes you stronger. It adds another layer of armor. It makes you more prepared for the next battle. Because in the world of the hustle, there's always another battle waiting around the corner. So why do they do it? Why go through all that trouble, all that hardship? It's for the dream. Every hustler has a dream, and it's that dream that fuels them. It's not just about making money, it's about building a better life. It's about giving their children the opportunities they never had. It's about proving to themselves and to the world that they are somebody. That dream is the light at the end of the tunnel. It's the reason they get up in the morning and the last thing they think about before they fall asleep. A person without a dream is just existing. A hustler with a dream is truly living. And hustlers are some of the most creative people you will ever meet. When one door closes, they don't just build another one. They might build a window, a tunnel, or a whole new building. They are always thinking, always adapting. If selling one thing doesn't work, they'll try selling something else. They'll combine services. They'll find a new location. They are masters of the pivot. They are not afraid to fail because they know that every failure is just a stepping stone to success. They try, they fail, they learn, and they try again, but this time, they try smarter. This spirit of never giving up is what makes them so important. In a world that's always changing, we need people who can adapt. We need people who can solve problems with limited resources. Hustlers are the ultimate innovators. They're the ones who find solutions that nobody else thought of. They keep our economies running from the ground up. They provide essential goods and services to their communities. They create jobs, not just for themselves, but for others too. They are the unsung heroes of our cities, working in the trenches to build a better future for everyone. So what can we learn from them? We can learn the power of hard work. We can learn the importance of having a dream. We can learn to be resilient in the face of adversity. We can learn to be creative and resourceful. You don't have to be on the streets of Nairobi to have the heart of a hustler. It's a mindset that anyone can adopt. Whether you're in a corner office or on a street corner, you can choose to be a hustler. You can choose to chase your dreams with everything you've got. And that, right there, is how you win at the game of life. Now that's what I'm